Hey everyone, welcome back to Micro Adventures. We have a celebrity in our mix today. The infamous Jessiah is back in class. He's been really busy doing things in the world, so we're like really lucky to have him here today. We have a full body workout on deck for you. We are going to be on one red spring to start, and we are going to begin in a reverse floor wheelbarrow, and we're going to ladder in some push-ups. So get back over here. Knees to the floor in front of your front platform. Hands will come to your carriage. You're gonna find your kneeling plank position. So one long line from the crown of the head through the knees. Wrap your abs in and around you, strong through the core. From here, we're gonna do that wheelbarrow. So slow and controlled, sending the arms forward. And I really want you to focus on the way in, resisting the carriage and the spring tension with your core. So really resist on the way in. And as soon as your hands are beneath the shoulders, you're gonna drop and give me one push-up to start. And the push-ups are gonna be our ladder climbing move. So that means every time we come back to this kneeling plank position, we're gonna add on a push-up. So you'll go one wheelbarrow every time. And then next time you come back through center, it'll be 2 push-ups, 1 wheelbarrow, 3 push-ups, 1 wheelbarrow, 4 push-ups. You get it. Probably won't get too much further than that, but this is our warm-up. So I want your entire body to be engaged, right? Your arms, your core, right? You're squeezing the glutes, you're squeezing the inner thighs, you're actively turning on the legs as well. Good, really nice control. Now the slower you go, the more you get, and also the less push-ups you're gonna have to do. So, maybe slow things down a bit. Nice, how many push-ups are you up to there, Jessiah?
3.
3. Josiah's only up to 3. Okay, that is a good student. That is excellent job modeling today, going nice and slow.
Well, you know I used to do that, right?
He needs you to know that he's a professional model, like he's been in ads. If you follow him on Instagram, then you already know. Good. Here's the deal. We've got just about 15 seconds to go here. We've got some sliding outer thigh squats up next. I want your left foot on the front platform, your right foot on the carriage. If you're looking for a little extra today, feel free to pick up some weights with your legs. Add on anything you want. In 4, left foot front platform, right foot carriage. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Stand it up. Left foot to the front platform, right foot to the carriage, feet inside the straps if you're using them. Send the carriage out hip width apart. Now we're gonna start to sit down into a squat, and as we do so, we're gonna press the carriage out wider, like maybe 3-4 inches wider. Knees stay out wide, and then resist in. So really important as we do these sliding squats, I want your knees to track straight forward and your big toes are tracking straight forward. So don't let the knees knock in. They might be tempted to do so because there's a lot of resistance here on the outer glutes. Good. So the carriage presses out, body weight's even in both legs. So you're not gonna see this exercise again. So that means you're working through both legs evenly. Seal down the outer edges of your feet and do not lock out your knees at the top of this squat. So micro bend in the knees at the top, keep the engagement in the legs. Awesome. In 4, we're gonna take it down. We're gonna find a little hold. In 3, 2, bring it on down into your squat hold. I want you to flare your knees out wide 2 times. And then I want you to press the carriage out an inch, in an inch, twice. So 2 little pulses of the carriage. Good. Knee flares twice, 2 carriage pulses. Seal down the outer edges of both feet. You're working evenly through both legs. Stay with it. Strong through the core, shoulders away from the ears. You're here for 4. Back to full range in these sliding outer thigh squats in 3, 2. Can you sit a little lower first and then slowly resist up and in? Nice work. We've got 25 seconds here. I want you to tune into your breath. Big inhales, strong exhales. I pretty much have you standing and planking most of this class, so it is going to be super effective, right? I need you to tune into your breath so that you can really dig deep here and get it done. We've got 10 seconds to go. Reverse runner's lunge is up next. So your right leg is gonna stay on the carriage. It'll be a quarter turn to the right, and your left foot will step to the floor. Reverse runner's lunge in 3, 2, and 1. So quarter turn, you're facing the back of your machine. Right foot stays on the carriage, left foot steps to the floor. Bend through both knees, sink it on down into that runner's lunge position. Freeze your right leg. Now you're gonna push off the left leg, extending out. Good, and then bend through the left knee, slowly resist in. Awesome job, Josiah. So a couple things we really want to do here. Josiah's already done so. He's got a nice hinge forward from his hips, so he's bringing more body weight down into his right leg. And then check in that your right heel is really on a solid surface. So Josiah, it looks like your right heel might be hanging off the edge of that carriage just a tiny bit. Good.
I'm professional.
And we really want the right heel to have a solid surface to press into because that lights up our glute. Good. Left knee is dipping down low towards that Microformer logo. Left heel is lifting up high. Beautiful job. In 4, we're gonna hold the bend to the left knee. In 3, 2, hold the bend to the left knee. From here, I want you to sit down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. You're here 10 seconds. Really sit your right glute down and back. Hinge forward from the hips a little more. Bring your chest over the right thigh. Touch more. You're here for 4. For 3, 2, sit it down to your lowest point. Go back into that reverse runner's lunge. Nice job. Keep the right leg frozen, right? This is an isometric hold on your right leg. Notice if your right hip's lifting higher than the left hip, can you drop it down? And then think about your right glute reaching down and back to the floor behind you. Awesome work, friends. See if you can sit those glutes down a little lower, left heel just a little bit higher. On deck, we've got spider kicks. This isn't one that we do super often, but this is the exercise I wanted those front handlebars removed for so that you have space. In 4, left knee bent and hold. In 3, 2, find that bend of the left knee under the left hip, little pulses, down an inch, up an inch. We're going to face to the left. It will be left hand, left knee to the floor, right heel to the inside edge of your carriage. We've got spider kicks in 3, 2, and 1. So quarter turn to the left hand, left knee down, right hand down. Right foot is gonna find the inside edge of your carriage. From here, this is your spider kick. Now, right away, I can tell you this is not enough resistance for me. So what I'm going to do is scoot my body in a little closer. So I'm straddling that front platform. This is where our handlebars would get in the way. You can also bring your right hand to your front platform so your machine doesn't slide around on you. My right knee is tracking towards my right shoulder. And then the last thing we can do here is tuck the left toes and hover the left knee. Hey, I don't need extra resistance from you. Left knee can hover, so we can make this a flying spider kick. If we do so, keep lengthen the spine, strong through the core, and really load the tension in the right leg. Go ahead and take over here, Josiah. On this next one, we're gonna send the right leg out. We're gonna find a little hold. So everybody hold that right leg out. You're gonna give me 2 pulses with the right leg. So little pulse, back to full range. So every time the right leg is extended to its full extension, 2 pulses, and then resist in full range. Now go just a tiny bit slower. Okay, if you've lowered down that left knee, option to lift it right back up and fly again, getting core, getting upper body. Soft bend in the elbow, so you're getting the engagement through the upper body, through the arms. 25 seconds. Make sure you're pushing through that right heel so you're getting the glute to fire. Good, nice alignment here through the spine, Josiah, and his right knee is driving right over the right shoulder. It's perfect. We've got 15 seconds. Don't forget your pulses. We are gonna get right into leg side 2. So we'll stand up. We're going reverse runner's lunge, left foot on the carriage, right foot on the floor. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Quickly stand up, face the back of the machine, left foot to the carriage, right toes tucked to the floor. Bend the knees, sink the hips down low, little hinge forward from the hips, left leg is your focus. Now kick off the right leg, slowly extend out. Bend through the right knee, resist in. So you've got this awesome isometric hold on your left leg. See if you can get your left thigh like parallel to the floor. Okay, so not a ton of work for the legs, so I want you to make every single second here count. Get a little lower, go a little slower. Right, and then check in with the right leg. Even though it's not the focus of this exercise, it should be working. So right knee is dipping down nice and low, right heel's lifted up high. Good, you're pressing off the ball mound of the right foot. In 4, right knee under the right hip and hold. In 3, 2, bend that back knee, hold. Take it down an inch, drive through left heel, lift up an inch. Down an inch, up an inch. You're here for 10 seconds. See if you can challenge yourself to get just a little bit lower. Go for it right here. Bring it on down, hold, go back to your runner's lunge, lengthen out, press off that back foot. Good, resist in. Awesome, awesome job. You wanna make sure your left knee is staying stable over the left ankle, over the left heel. Really great job here, Jessiah. And then you actively wanna drive your left heel down into the carriage below you the entire time. Right, so really getting full engagement in the back line of the leg. We've got our spider kicks on deck, right? So it'll be a quarter turn this time to our right, facing out. I don't know, I wish we had like directional walls to face. We'll be facing towards the tree, Jessiah, so y'all face the tree maybe. In 4, let's hold the bend of the right knee. In 3, 2, right knee is bent, take it down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. Left heel is coming to the inside edge of your carriage. In 4, spider kicks. In 3, 2, and 1. So come down onto all fours. You can kind of start in front of the front platform. Left heel inside edge of the carriage, right? And then if you need more resistance, you get it by scooting closer to your back platform. So that might mean you have to straddle the front platform with your body. Totally fine. Left hand can come to the front platform to keep the carriage steady. Good. And then once you've got yourself lined up, check in. Left knee is kind of angling towards the left shoulder. Option here to tuck your right toes on the floor and hover your right knee. So if you've never done a flying spider kick before, give it a shot, right? And if you're like, oh my goodness, I can't do this the whole time, that's fine. Maybe you just hover the knee intermittently for about a couple breaths at a time. And you're gonna build some stamina in this move. And Jessiah is just gonna go ahead and fly his left arm because he's showing off for everyone right now. He's well rested. It's been a second since we've had our micro model. Good. Keep it going here. Check in. You do wanna make sure you've got enough resistance in the left leg. This is gonna be the finisher for our leg series. We're gonna move into a little bit of core, upper body work to finish things out. In 4, hold the left leg out and hold. In 3, 2, take the left leg out, hold. Energy in your left heel, send the carriage out an inch, in an inch, out an inch, in an inch, full range. So we're gonna layer in every time the leg is extended all the way, 2 pulses. Resist back in. Slide your shoulders away from your ears, recommit to your core. If you've got that hover, tuck your right toes and fly them off of the mat. You've got 25 seconds left on legs. I want you to lean your body into the work. So take some tension out of that right palm and lean left shoulder in towards the leg. Yes, nice work. Let's go 15 seconds. On deck, we're going 1 white spring. You've got reverse twisted push-ups. That means knees on the front platform, hands to the carriage, right oblique slightly facing the floor. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go 1 white spring. Hands to your carriage, knees on the front platform. Go ahead and swivel your hips to the left so the right oblique is slightly facing the floor, and we're going push-ups. Just down and up, nice and slow. So rather than doing regular push-ups, you've got this little swivel through the waistline so that the right oblique becomes a little bit more of the focus. Good. Now really strong form in the push-ups. I want you to lead with your chest, right? Lead with your collarbones. Try not to drop your head down towards the numbered rail. Good. Maybe find some place to steady your eye gaze towards the number 4. In 4, we'll take it down halfway and hold. In 3, 2, take it on down halfway, hold. Give me a little pulse. 10 seconds. We're bringing knees to the carriage, forearms to the back platform. Giant reverse twisted crunch. In 3, 2, 1. Knees on top of the carriage, forearms to the back platform. Keep the right oblique the focus. So little swivel through the waistline. It's a right side body crunch. Nice hustle, Jessiah. So right into it. Squeeze the inner thighs together. That can help you get a little bit deeper into the obliques. Right? And then check in, relax through your head, neck, and shoulders. And then challengers, those of you who want a little extra intensity, try sliding the shoulders slightly behind the elbows and then hitting your side body crunch from there. In 4, hold your crunch. In 3, 2, go ahead, crunch and hold. Good. Focus on that squeeze in your right oblique. Keep breathing. In 4, add in a little pulse. In 3, 2, slide the carriage out an inch, crunch back up and in an inch. Little pulse, you're here for 4. Back to full range in 3, 2, go full range here. Final 10 seconds. You've got a reverse super crunch on deck. Have a seat on your carriage. Slide your toes underneath your back platform. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Have a seat on top of your carriage. Feet will hook under your back platform, hands behind the head or across the chest. We're gonna go reverse super crunch with a twist. So we'll lengthen out through center, extend back through the legs, lean back through the upper body, and then twist. Opposite shoulder to knee, lengthen out through center, opposite shoulder to knee, big twist. Good, and then slow everything down a little bit, right? So take your time, right? There's nowhere else to get to. There's no place to rush to. We're gonna get to the next move when we get to the next move. And in fact, if we can just slow things down a little bit more, we can do fewer reps, right? We can get a better quality of movement, and maybe your muscles start to give you that little burn, that tremor, that shake that lets you know you're in exactly the right place. Good. We'll go 15 seconds. We're gonna dive right into our giant reverse twisted crunch for the left oblique. So knees on top of the carriage, forearms to the back platform. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees on top of your carriage, forearms to the back platform. We're gonna hit that giant reverse twisted crunch. Open the hips slightly to the right, left oblique angled slightly towards the floor, and then we're crunching here. So both knees should be able to stay on the carriage for this one, right? You don't necessarily want to be like in a full-on side plank here. That can be kind of an intense twist in the lower part of the back, right? And if you feel any tension in your low back, untwist the hips a little bit more, right? The swivel of the hips is so slight, but just enough to get the left oblique to fire. Shoulders away from the ears. We're gonna slide the carriage in halfway and hold right here. Bring it in halfway point, hold, keep breathing, squeeze the left oblique like crazy. You're here for 4. You're here for 3, no movement. For 2, layer in that pulse, little pulse. In an inch, back out an inch. Good, you're here for 4. For 3, back to full range in 2, and 1. Full range, stay here 10 seconds. It will be a gentle carriage ride forward. Watch your toes, don't hit them between your carriage and your front platform. Reverse twisted push-up, knees to the front platform, hands to the carriage in 3, 2, and 1. Gentle carriage ride forward, knees to your front platform, hands to the carriage, left oblique slightly facing the floor. We're gonna hit those twisted push-ups, second side, right? So triceps, chest. Good. Left oblique still working. As you lower into your push-up, focus on lifting the left side of your waist away from the floor the whole time. So it's this active engagement and lift away of the left oblique away from the floor. Great job here, Jessiah. We've got our finisher on deck. It's gonna be like a thing, okay? So
Like a 5-part finisher.
pretty much 5-part finisher. You called it, Jessiah. Take it down halfway and hold. Give me a little pulse, little pulse, little pulse. Meet me in your reverse plank in 3, 2, 1. Up to the hands, up to the toes. You're in a reverse plank hold. From here, let's go ahead and bend the knees so we're in a hovering tabletop. You're gonna walk the feet down to the floor, up to the platform. You're gonna pulse your hips up an inch, down an inch, lengthen out into your plank. Now this next time you come in, you're gonna do each of those things 2 times. So walk the feet down and up 2 times. That's 1, down and up. That's 2, pulse the hips up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, find your plank. This is our finisher. So it is a bear crawl with some pulses, and we're laddering, we're layering on. So this time you got 3 walk downs, you've got 3 hip pulses, and the good news is you have less than 30 seconds on the clock, okay? 25 seconds left in your workout. Breathe, stay strong, lengthen out through the spine, relish in that plank because it probably feels pretty good. Focus in, low abs doing a ton of work. Wherever you're at, wherever you are, it is enough. Stay strong, stay focused, stay in it. Final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Child's pose. Sit your hips to your heels. Stretch your arms forward. Awesome, awesome work. Take a full body, deep breath in. And a full breath out. Let it go. Good. Walk both hands up and over to the right. We'll place left palm over right. A little bit of a side body stretch here in our child's pose. Right, breathe some space into the ribs on the left side body. And we'll walk our hands through center and over to the other side. Right hand over left. Again, breathing into the side of the rib cage. Full breath out, just letting it go. Let's take the hands back through center. We'll walk them in towards our knees. We'll come up to a comfortable seat. Y'all can turn to face us. We'll seal in all of that hard work with 2 deep breaths. So inhale, circle sweep, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time, deep breath in, gather in all that good energy you created. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice job, welcome back. Awesome work, friends. Thanks so much for being here. Have an incredible rest of your day. We'll see you again soon.